So, maybe turn off this light. A little bit better. Anyway, it is late, but I need to upload this video, bro, because it's been a while since I uploaded. And I'm like, it's not that I haven't been recording. Like, I'm still in it, bro. You know, like, I'm still recording daily. I'm just not uploading them. Because I'm like, yeah, because I always record late, which I think like, it's my duty, you know, to be able to understand the pattern and be like, well, damn, that's not good. And then I'm like, God, I should probably start uploading or recording earlier so that way I can upload earlier too. But point is, I have like other videos from the past few days that I haven't uploaded. I have them recorded. I just don't have them uploaded. But anyway, let me get to the point of this video. Um, Protecting your peace. Like recently, like literally, like right now, I sat down and I started drawing. Started just drawing, listening to nothing. Right, and today was my first day of college, and so I was dealing with a lot of stress and stuff. Um, Mainly stress about like trying to like um what was I stressing? I was stressed about like the payment plan, and I'm trying to figure out this like whole routine between like college and work, because then I have worked I have work for when I need to go to college, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm like, I just barely got this job, bro. I can't just not show up, but I had to go to school and stuff, so I had to figure that out, and that was kind of stressing me out. And then I had to pay the bill. And point being, there's a lot of things today that like were a lot of problems that I needed to figure a solution to. But it took me being able to just believe in myself, know that like, you know, like I'm getting older, you know, and I think one of the things that come with age is more responsibility, of course, as you aren't just a kid no more. You can't always just call your mom up or call your dad up or just, you know, tug their shirt and be like, yo, can, you know, you can be like, mom, you know, can you fix this for me? You know, like it's, you gotta do it on your own. And that's the responsibility that comes with growing up, is that we're gonna have to do our own thing, figure out our own solutions, and I think it's just a reflection about how well our parents have taught us. And so I think I'm a good reflection. As I figured out the solutions, I kept pushing forward. I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's like this crazy stressful thing, like it's between the world ending or not. It just was like, oh well, this is a problem. Let me try to fix it, and that was on my mind for like majority of the day. But I kept pushing through. I talked to people. I met a lot of new people, um, and things like that. But at the end of the day, I needed to come back and to find myself. And that's when I came here and I just drew on this canvas, and I'm like, well, I'll paint it. And I was like, well, what came to mind? Um, well, like I've been thinking a lot about how God understands us, right? There's this quote I wrote it on the back of the canvas. Um, I wrote, I find it beautiful slash comforting that God understands our pain. He's a suffering God. And then I wrote this quote from a song from J. Cole, which was, I believe if God is real, then he'd never judge a man, because he knows us all and therefore he would understand. And like, I think that's true. God understands us. He's a suffering God. And that's something that always brought me comfort, is that like I've messed up a lot. I've done a lot of things that I regret. I've hurt people unintentionally, sometimes out of frustration, or anger, or just being stupid, but he understands us. He knows how it feels to lose people. He knows how it feels to be on the verge of be on the receiving end of other people's uh, hurt, I guess. He's been hurt before. He knows how it feels like to feel this ache in your heart, and to be betrayed and all that kinds of stuff. He understands us. And so he understands how it feels like to be stressed, bro. Like, guy was so stressed that he started bleeding. It, he started sweating blood. That's a whole nother level of stress. So I think he has a pretty good idea about how we feel. But, from that stress that we feel in life, from that anxiety that we feel in life, it brings me comfort knowing that God understands me. And so I'm like, okay, well, I feel like this anxiety sometimes, I feel this stress sometimes, um, trying to balance different things in life, trying to juggle so many different things, trying to find this balance, and it's like, what do I do? And I find, real balance is in protecting your peace. Because whenever you protect your peace, you always have that to come back to. And I don't really recommend getting your peace from anybody else. I mean, protecting your peace, not having your peace be within somebody else, but the peace within yourself. And that's the peace that's always going to be there for you. Because whenever you rely too much on somebody else bringing you happiness or joy or comfort, uh, truth is they're not always going to be able to be there. And if they're consistently, then that's great. But I'm just saying it's more of a dangerous kind of a game, I guess. It's like a dangerous thing to do. As, like I said, you never know what may happen. You may lose people, even the people that you think that you never lose. Um, and that could be for any kind of reason. Maybe there's a fallout. Maybe there's a betrayal. Maybe whatever. It can be a lot of different reasons. But point being is that whenever you let somebody else become the foundation for your peace, whenever, in any case, if they were to leave, then everything else on top of that foundation comes crashing down. And that is a hard place to be in. So I'm telling you, save yourself some trouble and learn to build that foundation of peace within yourself, not with nobody else. So I'm here drawing on this canvas, drinking my tea. There's some ginger tea with like a whole bunch of honey in here. Late at night, I'm like practicing gratitude. I'm just like sitting here just thinking, I'm grateful to be me. I'm grateful the way I handled things today. And I'm grateful for the job that I have. I'm grateful for the people that I've met. I'm grateful for who I am. And then whole idea, that whole concept brings me so much peace because whenever you're thinking of things with gratitude, it's hard to really think about those stressful situations, about those anxieties that we have. And as I'm reading the Bible, I'm like, bro, it's literally saying that the whole time. God is saying to focus on Him, not on the water. Like whenever Peter's walking towards God in the ocean while there's like a big storm going on, Jesus is like, just look at me, bro. Just look at me. And then when Peter doesn't look at him, he looks at all the bad around him. I literally painted it. So Jesus, he's like, yo, Peter, look at me. Focus on me. And Peter's like walking towards him. And then Peter didn't listen. He's like all of us whenever we forget about focusing on what's good, what's loving in our life. And then he looked at everything around him. He looked at the dark clouds. He looked at the water. It was going all splashy and shit. And then guess what happened? He started drowning. He started going down. He started sinking. that's exactly what happens to us whenever we stop focusing on what's good, stop focusing on the things that we should be grateful for. We start sinking, and it brings us to a whole bunch of different problems. Whenever you're able to protect your peace and come back to that gratitude and self-belief, focus on what's good, focus on Jesus, focus on, if maybe you don't believe in God, and that's on you, bro. Like, I'm not here to force anything upon you, but whenever you just focus on what's good, then everything else, I promise you, it will save you so much stress, so much anxiety, so much pain, and it's that balance. I'm as like I'm drawing this, it's like the balance, you know. It's like I showed you guys that. That's about protecting your peace. That's about saving yourself some unnecessary pain. And then this one's talking about going into the pain. So it's about that balance, man. Protecting your peace, but also knowing that there are going to be times of war in your life. Like, not literal war, it could be mental war, spiritual war. Point I'm trying to make is that difficulty is gonna come. It's kind of like this desirable difficulty. It's it's meant to be, and it's meaningful. But I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to record this video and upload it. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. God bless.